Our 3-game day continues here at the Eastern European DPC Division 2. I'm here, Freak, and I'm going to be taking over from Rob to take you through the Dota action that we have left for today. Yoleikum ni hao, they beat Sigma YNT pretty easily. Both games below 30 minutes. Kind of goes to show just how much of a team difference there was. But now we're going to be going into a bit more of a interesting series because it's going to be Team Sexy versus No Sorry. We're going to be ending the day later on with Moneymakers versus Namiga. But for me, this second one is probably going to be the most interesting one, right? Because Team Sexy, this is going to be their this is going to be their last match. If they lose, they can only hope for tiebreakers. Nothing else is in their hands any longer. But if they win, well, then they might just secure themselves to stay in Division 2. Of course, they have no chances of going into the into Division 1 any longer. It's just not a possibility for No Sorry. For Team Sexy, on the other hand, if they win this one, win their match tomorrow versus Navi Junior, and Yoleikum ni hao lose versus Cybercats, Team Sexy on paper do have chances of getting into the into Division 1, but we're not going to be focusing that much on the little intricacies just yet. Tomorrow we're going to have all the facts, and then we're going to be having if this happens, if that happens. But what is a fact is that we only have 4 more best of 3s left for the entirety of the Division 2, right? So even Division 2 has come to an end. The last 2 series are going to be played tomorrow, so we end the 3-game day today, and then tomorrow we're going to have a 2-game day starting at 12 CEST, 15 CEST, and it is definitely going to be a fun day as well. Though now we're focusing on this series right in front of us, Team Sexy versus No Sorry. We should have a draft on our hands in just a couple of seconds on the screen to see what these teams are going to be bringing to the table here in the new patch. Have any of these teams played the new patch yet? No. No, they haven't. April the 22nd. So Cybercast, Amiga, Navi Junior, Yoleikum, and Sigma. YNT, they were the ones that played it. Team Sexy, No Sorry, they haven't played a single game here at the Eastern European DPC in the new patch, so they are going to be trying each other out. On paper, Sexy should come out as somewhat of a favorite team, right? This team started off pretty well, but then it did lose some of the series. I have to say, though, the teams they lost to, Yoleikum and Amiga, and both of the games 2-1. So they definitely show that they have what it takes. Whereas No Sorry, I have to say they did take a game from Namiga, but when it comes to victories, they just didn't perform too well. They lost to Navi Junior as well. So these guys on paper should be the weaker team, even though when you look at the names, I mean, No Sorry should be somewhere at the top of the pack. I would have put them like top 3 at the start of the season, though they just haven't been performing up to the standards of the names that we have in their team. The new player Dominic seems to not have been clicking with the rest of the team all that much, but even the rest of them not looking so great. DP comes out and they let through the Chen and the Beastmaster, so good luck, No Sorry, because these 2 heroes look insanely good. Currently controlling the map, controlling the camps, farming more. This is what these heroes give. The level 4 spells of the Chen creeps after minute 30. It's a little bit too much to handle in my mind, and I'm actually surprised that the Chen never gets let through. I can understand the Enchantress sometimes going through, but the Chen, not really. And they're gonna go for the Ricky. Okay, the hero has been making a comeback to the meta. The Fusel Blade can be upgraded. Those things definitely do come in handy. His shard is actually very annoying to some heroes because you cannot be targeted when inside of the smoke screen. That is a big deal and a big counter to some heroes in the future, like an Oracle, let's say. Speaking of which, or to a Force Staff, you're gonna have to buy it yourself. Speaking of Oracle, though, guys, the hero is still bugged, so we're hoping for the fixed patch. During your ulti, the Fate Edict doesn't protect you or your teammates from Purifying Flames damage. So basically, you're just killing your teammates inside of it. Not necessarily, but that's what it ends up being. So until that is fixed, maybe just keep your hands away from the hero. Looking at No Sorry bans, you want to ban out the illusion-based heroes. PL is looking awesome. ever since the changes. He's looking great. Terrorblade has been looking solid as well, and also when you look at No Sorry, they don't touch illusion-based heroes, so you don't want to be dealing with that one. DP, her damage just gets spread way too much between the illusions so that the hero doesn't work. Team Sexy, on the other hand, a little bit out there with the bans. Pango and the Mirana. Kind of targeting No Sorry directly, but nothing too specific. So in terms of universal heroes, Beastmaster and Chen are both universals as far as I know. And Ricky shouldn't be. Ricky's a classic agility hero. That Prophet just way too smart to be anything other than an intelligence one. Pango is a universal hero. Mirana as well. I'm looking through those. It is something that we as Dota players will have to remember. We'll have to keep our eyes on. I mean, when a hero has been a certain attribute forever, it's very, very hard to be able to switch to this new thing. Let's see. Also, there's a perfect split now in number of strength, agility, intelligence, and universal heroes. What's it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 31 remaining. Each. 124 heroes in Dota. Man, that's a lot. I remember times when there were like 105. Long time ago, guys. The Alchemist does get removed. Hero has been making a comeback now with the new spell. What's it called? So the Grievel's Greed is now your passive, and you have the Crow's Weaponry. So you keep hitting somebody, you slow them down, and you remove their status resistance, considering that all of the stuns have been reduced. It actually does help in terms of keeping people in place for a longer period of time. Ooh, okay. That's the first one for me. I don't know how much it has been played across all regions. I've pretty much just been casting and playing Dota. I haven't seen any Wind Rangers in pubs, maybe one. Doesn't seem like too great of a hero to deal with the Tormentors, but I guess that's fine. We'll see if it's gonna be a mid lane or a support Wind Ranger. I think both are fine. No, sorry, they're gonna go with Techies. With the change to the Minefield Sign Aghanim's, it's actually a pretty cool hero. The changes are pretty decent. Shard with the Taser can be a big deal for sure, and the Lich comes out. Lich hasn't been touched much, right? Is pretty much the same. Some slight changes to his first spell. Okay, Sinister Gaze can be used on creeps a little bit more, and that's about it. Yeah, no changes to his Aghanim Scepter, no changes to his Shard. Pretty much the same hero. Protecting people from physical harm, that's gonna be his main purpose. Interesting. So this definitely puts the Riki in a core role. Will it be mid or a safe lane Riki? We will find out. Given that it's a Techies, this could be a good offlane, though I'm a little bit afraid of No Sorry's lockdown. They don't really have much. Sinister Gaze and the Blast Off, and that's it. That's where it stops. So, I'm gonna be easy dealing with those. The Viper comes out. It's a core that buys its own 4-staff, which is great versus Riki. You are pretty good versus magical damage, which No Sorry have a lot of. Up until later portions of the game, they really do nothing in terms of physical, so I like it. I think it's fine. All of these immobile heroes, DP, Viper, in my mind, they have gotten buffed because of the Twin Gates. You actually can maneuver around the map a little bit more with these heroes, which was previously impossible. So I'm okay with it. Considering you have a Chen, you're actually going to be even tankier. And No Sorry, they have some damage on their side, but to be honest, if there's just like a pipe and Chen, this Viper is not gonna die. Just not gonna die whatsoever. You're not killing him even if you use all of your spells correctly. So overall, I do like it. I'm really liking how the meta is changing now significantly, how teams are experimenting, finding new ways to play Dota. Anti-Mage does get banned out on the first day of the patch. It was like a standard ban. I still haven't seen it myself in a competitive game. I haven't casted it myself in a competitive game, but I would like to to actually see and feel how the hero is standing at the moment. He's one of those heroes that actually might be able to utilize all of the added camps. Not all of them, but some of them, which would increase his farming potency quite significantly.
Dire team ban.
So they ban out the TA. They're expecting Team Sexy to be needing a safe laner, so thinking this is a mid lane Viper. If it's a mid lane Ricky, not gonna have a good time. Even the Death Prophet could struggle versus a Viper. No matter you start running in, the Viper does way too much damage. Even with the Spirit Siphon, you're not gonna be able to keep yourself alive. 5 poison attacks are a little bit too much.
5 seconds remaining.
Team Sexy, they banned out the Bat. So they're thinking No Sorry needs a mid laner. And I don't know, Bat feels like he wouldn't do too well against neither the Windranger nor the Viper. I'm kind of torn there about the ban. The Doom I like. I think that's a smart one. Doom is looking pretty strong. I don't even mind some teams banning him in the first phase, but there's so many things you need to get rid of. Chen, Enchantress, Muerta, Monkey King as well. Those are kind of the top dogs of the game currently.
5 seconds remaining.
So No Sorry, what's it gonna be? A carry, a mid laner, an off laner maybe. There is still a possibility for that one. If they want, they could go for Centaur, Mars. Those types of heroes. Sand King is something that people have been experimenting with the Aghanim Scepter. If you guys don't know what the change is, inside of the Sandstorm, there's like small spikes that are coming out. If they connect on you, they stun you. Kind of like a CM ulti, just its burrow strikes coming out. But it is gonna be a Legion. That is gonna be the pick. That's the offlaner for sure. If it's a Viper, it's a pretty good one because you can remove the poison attack stacks, continue fighting, and also Viper is susceptible to heavy physical damage, which is great. Of course, inside of the Nether Toxin, your ultis, your Moment of Courage isn't gonna proc, but if you duel the Viper, it's actually a pretty good way to bring him down. No, sorry though, they have a problem. If they start falling behind, they're not going to be able to kill anybody. They don't really have this boom hero, right? Even though you have a techies. Can do a lot of damage, but versus a pipe, Chen, it's going to be rough. So they have to make sure that they don't start falling behind. If they do, it's going to be very tough for them to get kills, and they're going to have to dodge. Techies and Lich not great at farming the jungle, so their supports are gonna suffer, and you don't want that to happen. So Team Sexy, I have no idea what they'll do because I don't know where they're putting these heroes. I'm guessing you pick a safe laner. I'm gonna go for the Luna. I haven't seen a Luna for a very long time. Even casted some South America and Luna was only getting banned there. It's a solid lane, a Luna Chen, I guess, but I wasn't expecting this hero. Still, I do believe I talked about the problems that No Sorry could have with damage, and in that regard, if the Luna lives, this hero does way too much. So if you cannot finish her off, it is going to be a problem. There's a Chen, there's probably going to be a pipe, there's going to be a lot of things protecting 7 Jesu. So in that regard, the hero can definitely work. So on one side, we have fast-paced No Sorry, with the possibility to really go between the twin gates, every part of the map, and just murder you. And then we have Team Sexy, which tend to come to a tower, take it down with all the creeps that they have and the strength that they have while delays farming. I have to say, considering the new patch, I like No Sorry's lineup more. But considering that we're in Eastern Europe, I think teams are more methodical here. They approach the game in a slower fashion, and I would say the Team Sexy's lineup does do better in those kind of circumstances. So I'm gonna be going for them. For me, they're the favorites. For me, they have the type of lineup that should work currently in the Eastern European region by the type of Dota that is being played. So I am gonna go for their side. With that being said, we're gonna be hopping into game number 1, but before it, a word from our sponsors.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600, cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
And we get ourselves into game number 1 of this best of 3 series. It is our second series of the day. And Black Archangel, like always, in his usual attire, the pink headphones, and the strongest guy in the room shirt. So he's definitely not playing around, guys. So next time when you see a friend of yours who has a pink headset and you want to make fun of him, remember this situation and just ask yourselves, is that really a smart move? Dominic, where are you going? Into a pretty bad spot. He TPs to the top lane and just instantly dies. Okay, they're laughing on the side of no sorry. Like, probably some of them were telling him, don't do it, man. Don't do it. It is not a smart move. And it didn't end up too well. Both teams did plant a ward on the close to the twin gates. For Team Sexy, it is right on top of it. For the side of no sorry, it is a little bit closer there to the outpost. Looking at the odds here, coming out from EGB, Team Sexy, favored to win it. No surprises there. This is usually the way that we have it, 2.4 versus 1.4, when there's a clear difference between the teams, unless it's like Nemiga versus the weakest team. So it is going to be a mid lane LC. 9 has played this in Dream League. I think they lost that game, but it's a good one versus the Viper. They picked it for him versus the Viper. We'll see how much press the attack can actually help, but Viper can be hella annoying, so Dodrin is gonna have to be very, very careful how he approaches this lane. In terms of CS, he should be okay though. And you know, there's so many camps. You can go to the jungle. LC is pretty solid at dealing with jungle camps. Top lane, 7 Jesu until the end. No big shenanigans is gonna be happening there, though. There are gonna be some happenings here in the bottom, and Nefrit, he's dead as well. He's gonna have the blood grenade on him, and another mine is gonna be there as well. This one is gonna stick to him, and finally he will fall. So Team Sexy, their bottom lane not going too well, and even top lane, 7 Jesu is being bullied till the end. And he finds a wool assassin, so he's ready to assist a little bit there for his buddy. Overall side lanes, I mean, here in the first minute and a half, if that's a showing of anything, have done pretty well for no sorry. I'm surprised people aren't sporting more blood grenades. I guess people in Eastern Europe don't kill each other all that much. In other regions, in some other regions, I would see it a little bit differently. And well, you picked your LC versus the Viper. You told your teammates it's gonna work, and you died solo in the mid lane while also losing a lot in terms of CS. That is gonna be a problem. This Viper, we already talked about it, that they could have issues killing him. Well, if he's crushing the mid lane, if he has the best start in the world, then it's gonna be even tougher. And doesn't get much better than you having 10 CS, 3 denies, and also a kill on top of it, without any rotations for that matter. 9 class? You're not playing your Monkey King, my friend. He uses the sticks, turns around to fight, and Jeffrix will be taken down. That's a nice kill going the way of Nefrit, so at least something will be going their way. Let's see now. Mid lane, something gonna happen here. It's gonna be easy. No sorry, today are using Fezor instead of Yont, guys. So just so you know, that's why he's in the game. They're gonna be using him for the entire series. Usually, when there are changes like this towards the end of the DPC, it usually means that they're probably going to be switching a player. So, of course, we'll find out in the near future if that is the case. Team Sexy, they have a 1k gold lead. Most of it, I mean, coming, I'd say from the mid lane. There's, that's probably the biggest difference. Actually, no, you know, yeah, it is actually. The difference in the mid lane is 700.
Scrap
So
that idea. He's a shite wizard.
it's just what happens when you lose the mid lane heavily. And I do mean heavily. 13 to 4, 6 to 1, you gotta kill. It's not looking good. Dino is farming okay. Not as much as the Beastmaster, but it's fine. I'm actually surprised Nefrit didn't put some points into D4s, considering the two heroes he's up against. Dodron, going aggressively. Moonlight, he does have bottle charges, so Dodron, you're gonna be pushed back and possibly even murdered. Doesn't have the press the attack, doesn't have his life. Moonlight, he uses the Fairy Fire to survive. I thought maybe he dies there to the tower, but there are some creeps here he wants to kill and push the wave into the tower, deny some creeps from his enemy, and that's gonna be an even bigger disaster for the mid lane LC, which for now, I think it's an understatement to say it's not working out. He's having the worst time of his life. That's a fair assessment of the current situation in the mid lane. Nefrit looking pretty solid there. Farming quite well, Dino going for him. Let's see for how long he's gonna be looking solid. He does have the sticks to keep himself alive, has a healing Lotus as well. So the blood grenade isn't really gonna be threatening his life. So they were the ones on the side of Team Sexy that did get the 3-minute Lotus. It's quite big. Dodron continuing to suffer. Very soon he's gonna start crying to his teammates. The thing is, you don't want to do it because you probably asked for DLC versus the Viper. And, is everything going okay, Dodger? Yep, everything is all fine and dandy here in the mid lane. Get it? Dandy in the mid lane. Till the end, he's gonna be bringing a nice little wolf with him. Okay, that's now just becoming that's just now becoming a bullying lane here. I don't know what he needs to do. He's way too under level to go to the jungle. He doesn't have any items. I don't know, it's just a disaster. Speaking of, 7 Jesu getting gone on, takes a lot of damage. That's a double Frost Blast, so both of them are gonna be taking a lot of damage. Dominic thinking about diving, he's gonna decide against it. But now there's till the end with an army of creeps, a giant wolf, and a Satyr Mind it's called Mind Stealer. Okay, stealing the mind of Dominic. Now he's alone. Does have a Fairy Fire to raid ban, so really isn't taking that much damage in terms of right clicks. A little bit too much in terms of armor. Nicely done. Nefrit dropping low, still alive, and turning around with the wild axes. That's a lot of damage that the two of them do. And this lane started off really well for No Sorry, not any longer. At least Lino will be getting the Lotus, having at a cost of his support, his life all the time. The side lane started off really rough for Team Sexy, but that was the first minute and a half too, and then you start coming back into it. Dodron, he's gonna be getting some help. Efrix is here. That's Phasor. Let's see if he can do something to kill Moonlight, who's now going for Boots of Travel. Just wants to be everywhere on the map, understandably so. With this kind of a start, he's gonna have the levels necessary to do all the damage that he needs.
Radiant structures are fortified.
No, sorry, they're bringing their supports. Like, this Viper has to die, and they're gonna be coming from all sides. Actually, is surrounded. Moonlight, last off will connect. Moonlight goes down. That's a big kill. That is a huge kill, especially with Dodron getting it much needed for him. And well, Moonlight, he knew, and he still stayed there without any backup. So
Radiant are scanning.
a little bit of too much confidence oozing out from him. It is gonna cost him his life and some of his advantage down the drain. Still, the difference between the mid laners is huge. It's just too huge. He's hoping, Jeffrix, that he's going to be finding a Wisdom Rune. What he doesn't know is that his was already claimed. The Beastmaster stacking creeps here on the graveyard. Black Archangel, he's going to be going against the other Wisdom. The roar comes out a little bit too late. The Tekis is already out, and that's a very weird swimming style. And yeah, well, with that kind of a swimming style, they're not getting out of a pond, let alone a part of the river. So we'll be drowning there. 9 class does die on the other part of the map. So that's going to mean 2 of the supports go down, 1 from each side. All in all, not that big of a difference, but Dominic starting to do really well here. 7 Jesu moving into the jungle. He has 2 points in the glaze and 3 points in the blessing, so this is gonna be dealing with the creeps pretty fast. Mid lane, the duel comes out. They will kill him again, Moonlight. This time around, they even brought Dino. Tackle, 9 class, never would have had enough damage there. Doing 200 more damage with a Wind Ranger. It'd be almost impossible. Dominic, Penitence is on him. Look at those right clicks fly. Dominic will turn around with the Spirit Siphon, starting to get his HP back. Not gonna use another one. 7 Jesu immediately disengages from that one. Black Archangel, he has level 6. Yep, Chain Frost, not really gonna be chaining all that much. But speaking of, Nefrit will be taken down. Black Archangel is gonna follow the same fate as the offlaner of Team Sexy. And finally, Team Sexy will be assisting Moonlight, because he is guys, I crushed this mid lane and we're allowing him to come back. Get over here now. And they do. 9 class is gonna be there, and the 4 LC will die once again. Also, Moonlight after this wave gonna be very close to his Boots of Travel. Is has the regen rune bottle up, so definitely doesn't have to be thinking about using his mana. He misses the 2 creeps there, so that's a bit unfortunate. Dodron is thinking about a Blink Dagger early on. Get it? Look at the Chen and how much he is farming. It's insane. He is gonna have his mech delivered. Now we're looking at the new Drums of Slum. It has been changed quite a lot. But it's still the same thing, right? You and your creeps are attacking, you're getting healed up. Moonlight. Again, they're going for him. Drake is here, has the Diffusal Blade. That's a lot of damage. They have the duel coming over, but the Shackle, it's gonna be amazing this time around. The help is coming, and they're gonna be able to save Moonlight while destroying everything in their wake. Team Sexy, they will not allow their buddy to die yet again, and even with the reveal of the Diffusal Blade, they do not do enough. They were ready this time around. Not twice in a row, I guess. He thought, well, 2 of them are dead. I can do whatever I want. No, you cannot. Chain Frost, Diffusal Blade, Smoke Screen, Viper, helpless, Viper dead. And this Ricky is actually pretty farmed. He had a solid lane, and now with the Diffusal Blade, he's making plays around the map. And he's gonna be getting more till the end. Thought he could juke there a little bit with the sticks and make Black Archangel be the one to murder him. But Dino just continuing to get kills. And Sexy, they might need to run here because Dino is hunting. He's gonna see them clearly. No sentries placed. They don't know that he is here. 7 Jesu, he needs to run. He turns into a piggy, but that piggy is gonna be slowed, making me cut down into pork chops. Nope, not gonna be happening. Dino now, he turns around onto the Wind Ranger. No more Wind Run. Has to be careful. Dusts are at the ready. Team Sexy not allowed to farm. Their tower still hasn't fallen, but it's getting close. Very hesitant to commit there from No Sorry. And 7 Jesu did have a Lotus. That's a lot of heals that you would have to go through. Also, they didn't know if the Chen was level 6 or not. He wasn't, but you do not necessarily know that, so it's a little bit rough if you get baited into a bad position. Viper, he's working towards the nosedive. He wants that Aghanim Scepter. I don't know how I feel about the nosedive, to be honest. Disarm 4 seconds doesn't seem too great in this game. Yes, if you connect on both the Ricky and the LC, that's fine, but they have the LC to remove it, so I'm... and connecting onto the Ricky is A little bit of a long shot. Dodron, he will remove the slows. They're just waiting for that one. There's the press the attack. Speaking of Aghanim Scepters, the drums of Slom are ready on the Beastmaster, so we'll see if he's going to be able to play those drums properly and keep himself alive. You don't heal too much when attacking the creeps in the jungle. Going to feed my beautiful sisters. Dominic, he lets his ulti go and he wants this bottom tower dead. To be honest, should be able to get it. They have a glyph and no sorry are in a good position to even go for kills. Nefrit, he's gonna be protected. They know exactly what Dino is here. He's gonna get himself away. Chain Frost, it is bouncing quite nicely, but really there's a lot of creeps that are gonna be taking that damage. Dino's already going for a TP out. Won't be able to get himself away. Black Archangel, on the other hand, not gonna be so lucky. Tower still alive. They defend the tower. They get a kill. They push back on no sorry, but they get no core kills. So I'd say in terms of things forced out, no sorry are actually gonna be happy with what happened. It gives Dodron time to farm his Blink Dagger, which after this wave, it should be basically done. So it's a 2k goal lead for Team Sexy, and this Luna, it's the hero is starting to gain some ground over everybody else. Definitely the fastest farmer on the map by far. We all know how much she can be buffed in this one. Jen has a mech. That's probably gonna be going for a pipe. Gonna feel like that's gonna be the approach. 9 class going for an 8 toss. He steals a wisdom rune, so that's nice. That's a lot of experience that you're taking away from your opponents. 560 to be exact here with the second one. Seven Jesu. Continuing to accumulate a lot of farm. Seems like from the Mithril Hammer that he wants that the BKB is gonna be his next item of choice. Looking at the heroes of no sorry. Once you get the BKB, you don't really get touched, and you do want to be able to do damage whilst in the smoke screen. Oh, Dodron. In a relatively aggressive position here, but he should be safe. 7 Jesu, he just wanted that camp for himself, but does block it. Dominic, he's being spotted. This is Luna with night vision. They might not have the Luna ulti, but they have a lot of damage. What are you doing? There's gonna be a duel onto the Luna. Okay, that's not the one that you want. They're just gonna be giving him extra damage. Luna backs the punch. No more heals from the Chen, but it seems like he's surviving, trying to run away from Dino Zarek. In the end, he'll turn around to fight, but die either way still. Now he's all alone. Where are my friends? The Tekis is coming to assist, but Dino, you need to run. There's the hand of God. Luna's like, am I a joke too? I'm the carry. Dino Zavrik cannot get out of the dusted area. They're just gonna see him forever, and the only one that lives is gonna be the Techies. Jeffrix late to the action. Well, Nefrit, he wasn't even part of it. He didn't want to be a part of it, and will make sure that his team is opening up the map. That's a huge fight, and also Luna getting the damage of the duel. Those things can hurt. As the game progresses, Luna can sometimes have damage issues. If you keep giving her some, she's definitely gonna be happy. And guys, on your screen right now, you see a QR code. Scan it. It's gonna take you to the EGB website there. On your first deposit, you could get up to a $600 bonus. So be sure to make your your viewing experience rather a little bit more fun here in the Eastern European DPC. Gold lead continuing to increase, and well, looking at that LC still being closer to support territory than the cores, especially the cores on Team Sexy, where all three of them are topping the network chart. And no sorry, you're gonna smoke. Go towards the top lane. Will they find? They can kill. No, they can't even kill him. He got the wind run off. It's a disaster. Now you have to run. You're not going anywhere. Jeffrix, he survived earlier. That roar, pretty unnecessary. But it doesn't matter. Going on his laning buddy, that just makes Nefrit mad. When you look at his face there, it always seems pretty stoic. Black Archangel. Trying to get some farm. His, with his Lich not doing well. 7 Jesu here farming next to the mines. That's what you do. Mines, you farm. I'm gonna be getting away. Hopefully old viewers got used to the new names for parts of the map. Top right part of the map, mines. Bottom left, well. Wind Ranger, dead. Actually, the heals might be enough. Oh, he runs back into that one till the end. In some trouble. The Dire Ancient Camp is the graveyard, and Radiant Ancient Camp is the statue. Those are definitely things that we need to keep in mind. It's definitely gonna help, though. Dota might find it, or Dota players might find their own way of calling these things. We'll see, we'll see. Dodrin, Blade Mail, something that he wants. He doesn't have any dual victories. Our observer is making it apparent. Yes, yes, I know. We are trying to keep it hidden. We want we don't want Dodrin to feel bad about himself. His pride is on the line here till the end, so be a little bit more understanding, my friend. You know he's there, but he's not all alone. Black Archangel in the vicinity, penitence on him. He will repent. Jeffrix. He's doing okay. He might be the only one. He's actually the only hero that's somewhat close to his counterpart in this game. Till the end. Caught. Till the end. Does have a mech. Turns around. Dinosauric. There's a lot of Lucent Beams coming from the sky. The Eclipse. I will not take his life, but Black Archangel again is gonna be left all alone. Poor guy. Nefrit. Yeah, we got Creep Dodrin. Class, he knows he's there, has an Athos. It does get the press the attack off. It doesn't change anything. He's still gonna be going down. And Jeffrix comes over. There's gonna be a nosedive onto him, and well, Viper will not break his nose, but he's gonna be breaking some techies there. So no, sorry, they lose too. Again, they try to make something happen. They try to move around the map just a little bit, but Team Sexy are always ready. They're just a little bit too strong. And Tormentor, it's gonna be taken away here with all of these creeps. That's somewhat gonna assist. No, actually, creeps don't take damage for it. 7 Jesu doing his best to do this one. Will be able to get it down. And Chen, he does get his Aghanim shard, so now he can take an Ancient. His creeps, they have level of their spells increased. That's definitely gonna be huge. See how much of a difference does it make. The Alpha Wolf, it's just he crits more. His pack leader Zora stays the same, so it really isn't that big of a deal. The Satyr Tormentor, his regen is now 7. That's actually not too bad. The ice armor of the Ogre Frost Mage, every single part of it is increased. But Team Sexy, they're going for a smoke. Cloak of the Centaur's match resistance is increased. Anyways, though, the DP is gonna be caught there. Stay in place for a long time. Think about a DP. Lucent Beam will not allow it. The silence. They'll kill you in silence as well. It's no issue whatsoever for Team Sexy. They've taken one objective in the Tormentor. Now they're gonna be taking a bigger one, being the Roach during daytime. It's the bottom part of the map, and this is gonna be the Aegis to the hands of Team Sexy, with which I think, with their current situation in terms of auras, they can actually start pushing the high ground. And when you look at No Sorry, they just don't have the push necessary to threaten you all that much. Like, oh no, you're gonna push yourself. Well, you're not gonna match our push anyways. Pack leader Zora, Inner Beast, Luna. The push is gonna be insane. Nine class caught. Inside of the smoke screen, he's gonna be dueled this time around. That duel will be successful. The first duel damage for DLC. This is the time where everything changes. Not for Jeffrix, he just continues to die. And 7 Jesu just goes for the other Tormentor, who's gonna be getting this one. Either the Beastmaster or the Wind Ranger, and it is gonna be the Beastmaster. So Wind Ranger twice has been denied her Aghanim shard. Also, we're gonna be having some kamikaze birds. Shard of the Beastmaster. It's quite nice. Let's continue to play those drums though. We can't really even get the feel of the heals because nobody's touching him. Nefrit has been playing his own game. I mean, quite successfully. He is very farmed. He's topping the network chart over the Luna. I guess that's because of the shard. Wasn't the case before it.
Dire are scanning.
And yes, guys, the shard from the Tormentor does impact the net
Dire's
worth.
top tower is under
Tier 2
attack.
on the bottom lane, gonna be targeted.
Radiant's bottom tower
The Luna
under
is in the
attack.
vicinity farming her creeps. The Glyph, I'm guessing you use it here if you're no reason not to. Just don't want to give away those 7 seconds. They're not doing
Radiant's
it.
bottom
They
tower
just let it
has
fall.
fallen.
That was the first tier 2. Very weird. But Team Sexy,
Radiant's bottom tower
they're coming
is
high
under
ground.
attack.
No reason not to do so.
Radiant
They're so much
structures
stronger.
are
The Lich can be a nuisance. He can delay, but he needs to be in the base. And yeah,
Dire's
Black
top
Archangel does come
tower
over.
is under
Frost Shield
attack.
at the ready. Let's see, is that gonna be enough of a deterrent here for Team Sexy? Nah, it doesn't look that way. Nether Toxin onto the ground and 7 Jester going for it. Nefrit playing the drums of war. And now the Frost Shield will expire. The second that happens, the tower is dead. And the Glaze are gonna start bouncing through the base. You can't even get close any longer. It's a little bit too much. Dive bombs flying through and through. And no, sorry, they're just gonna let it go. Nothing they can do about this push. Team Sexy, they take the Raxes easily. Oh boy, the games today are quite short. We'll see if that trend does continue. Fit pops the BKB. Ricky has the Manta to get himself out of the ATOS, and he will be able to dodge everything. So he survives in the end. The only thing that gets used from the Ricky is the Manta, and he gets the 9-second BKB out of a
Dire's top
Beastmaster.
tower
So
has fallen.
that's a win in my book. That's a win in everybody's book. The question is, can you capitalize on it? Your enemies, they still have the Aegis, and they still want to go forward. I mean, Jesu, protected by his teammates. The Frost Shield is there. We all know it's gonna delay, but once it's out,
Radiant's
that's where
middle
7
tower
Jesu
is
will
under
make
attack.
short work of the tower. That damage.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Oh,
Radiant's
Ricky is
middle
going for
tower
a
is
cutting
under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
movement there. That's the only thing you can do, I guess. You have to cut waves. You have to be annoying. Dodging, pushing out in the top lane. Though Team Sexy, they're probably going to use this Aegis to push the top lane. Actually, scratch that. They will finish off Jeffrix. The reactive taser not really going to be helping you. It's used a little bit too late. Of course, they would like to have killed the Lich, because that's their main concern here, and the most annoying hero for them. But Team Sexy, are they deterred by this? Nope, they just pushed in the mid lane and they're coming over. The bottom lane is pushing in, so they're gonna have the creeps. Glyph is ready, oh no, sorry, but they're not gonna have any refreshes. Use it now, and that's about it. You might need to do it if you want the siege creep to die. They have the drums. Drums of Slom. Drums of endurance. Everything is there for them.
Radiant's middle tower
Glyph,
is under
still
attack.
not used. Frost Shield,
Radiant
there it is.
structures are
Frost Shield
fortified.
has expired. They waited for that. Now the Glyph is there, and siege creep will die. But once the tower dies, then there's no way that you're protecting your base. Frost Shield comes out. It's not going to even be keeping the tower alive. Legion Commander coming from the side. The smoke will get broken. Dodrin, he cannot find anything. Ulti from the Lich gonna be used. Luna still has her ulti for 22 seconds. Aegis for 22 seconds. But look at him. He's surviving. He's actually healing back up. He's gonna be winning another duel. This Luna, she doesn't lose those. And they will call GG. No, sorry. Good call. This game is over. 26 minutes in. You have absolutely no way of coming back into it when you've lost 2 lanes of Rax. Team Sexy, they make short work of no sorry. And this team came in as one of the favorites of the region, probably. Is just not looking good whatsoever. Black Archangel, though, he doesn't seem too disappointed. He's talking to his team. He is given some pointers, so that's something that I like. Meaning, this team might actually decide to stay together even after I'd say, debacle for them here in the Division 2. They just have not been looking great as this team. Maybe with one different person, we're actually doing sometimes okay even in Division 1, you know, winning some games. And now in Division 2, they are getting stomped completely and utterly. Team Sexy, though, nothing to take away from them. They drafted very well. They played very very smart. They went from objective to an objective. When there was a time for their enemies to come together with the diffuser blade with the Riki, they did keep their casualties to a minimum, and in the end, it was just very, very easy to come to the high ground and end the game here. But that's only game number 1. No, sorry, they're not out of the fray just yet. They still want to keep fighting. They want to keep their faith in their own hands. For that, they're going to be needing to win this entire series. But first, they're going to need to force out the decider. Will they be able to? We don't know, but we find out after a short break.